Okay, so here's all my cards. And here's all my pictures. I believe you will be able to see them. I have Amy, Kenny, Kim, Josh, and Carol, and Riley. Everyone's over the age of 15. All right, here we go. Can you imagine walking into your backyard and hugging a tree so big that it feels like you're hugging the leg of a giant? Or eating a piece of fruit that's so ripe that the juice runs down your arm? People have said, once you've seen a tree, you've seen them all. I used to be one of them. That is not correct. I'm going to tell you some interesting facts about 3 native trees of Virginia: the chestnut, the American chestnut tree, the pawpaw, and the hackberry. What they look like, who they feed, and some of their uses. First, we're going to talk about the American chestnut. This is how big it can be. According to the book Remarkable Trees of Virginia, the American chestnut tree can grow to be over 100 feet tall. That's 3 school buses stacked on top of each other and 10 feet in diameter. It also states that back in the early 1900s, this tree dominated the forest on the East Coast, 200 million acres. Unfortunately, the Chinese chestnut tree came in, had a fungus, and it wiped all the trees out. The bark is rough and the leaves look like razors, have razors on the edge. Also, the American Chestnut Foundation says that humans, wildlife, and their livestock would enjoy these beautiful nuts. The farmers would let their cattle and hogs graze in the forest and so they would get fattened up before they sent them off to market. You don't get any more organic than that. Also, the chestnut would ripen at Christmas time. Makes me think of the song Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. I did this last year and it was delicious. Rebecca Roop she wrote a book, The Science and Lore of Trees. She said they would crush the nut, boil it, and then take the oil and they would use it for seasoning. Then they would take the pulp that was remaining, use it for flour, and they would sometimes use it to make beer. The wood never rots. It's so hard and strong. They would make fences, railroad ties, coffins, barns. The dead trees are still standing. Over 200 years later, they still are standing in the forest. The new trees, however, only grow to be about 15 feet tall, and then the fungus kills them off. The American Chestnut Foundation is trying to breed a tree that will be resistant to this fungus, and it's coming along great. Second, we're going to talk about the pawpaw tree. I saw this for the first time about a month ago, and I was just struck by the beauty of this flower. It almost looks leathery. Mary Lee Epps wrote an article for Virginia Native Plant Society. She said they only grow to be between 40 and 60 feet tall. However, the leaves can be up to 6 to 15 feet long. That's a very big leaf for such a short tree. She also states that the leaves are bitter. Most animals and mammals do not like them. However, it's the host for the zebra swallowtail butterfly. I got to see that firsthand for the first time the other day, and it was stunning. He also says, Epps says that the fruit is the largest native edible fruit in the United States. It is full of vitamin C, protein, good fats. It tastes tropical with like a banana, mango, pineapple combination. They don't transport well because they bruise very easily, so you won't find them in the store. According to a field guide to eastern forest, the pawpaw tree is enjoyed by many. Wild turkeys, squirrels, birds, possums, and raccoons. They're great for shade and they're beautiful. Last, we're going to talk about the hackberry tree. The bark is very bumpy when it's mature. According to Ellen Powell, she wrote American or Common Native Trees of Virginia. She said they can grow to be 130 feet tall. However, average is about 50 feet. The bark is light gray and it produces these berries. They start out red and they turn into a grape-like color when they're ripe. Bears, birds, animals, and several butterflies enjoy this berry. People not quite so much. There's a seed inside, not very much fruit, just the skin. The skin is sweet, so it is edible. The bark is super hard. It's great for flooring and furniture, and the canopy, even though the tree is not very tall, the canopy can be 40 to 50 feet wide, so it's a great shade tree. In conclusion, all trees are not the same. The whole tree, from the bark, the leaves, then the fruit, can be beneficial. You can see this in the hackberry, the chestnut, the pawpaw, and the hackberry tree. William Blake has a quote, "A fool sees not the same tree that the wise man sees."
Not one
Very
No?
good.
That was much better.
Not one not one Good job.
I'm gonna stop.
Stop lying, Carol. She said like 25 times.
No, she did not.
I did hear
did. I
it once,
counted.
but
I heard a few.
You're still